What up, though? It's the Creator back at you with another reaction video. This one, we're going to touch on mental health. I try to make certain days mental health, centered on certain topics. I want to make Monday mental health Mondays, stuff to make you feel good, motivational, or things of that nature. We're going to target on mental health today. This one is from Psych2Go in a video called Things You Realize as You Get Older. I'm 36 years old right now. I know I look, a little bit younger and all of that stuff, but I got a bald spot that tells me otherwise. So we're gonna get into this video and get some advice from here and get as much as we can intake. Let's get into it.
You'll get it when you're older. I'm sure you've heard phrases like this at some point in your life. But what are these amazing epiphanies we're supposed to be having when we're older? Here's a sneak peek of some of the realizations that future you may have. Where did all the time go? When you're younger, time seems to crawl on for eternities. One summer can feel like an entire year, and one school year can feel like an eon. But as you get older, something strange happens. That summer seems to be over in a few weeks, and the year feels like just a few months. Birthdays fly by like a cheesy montage with calendar pages flying off the wall. By the time you realize it, you're in your 30s, married, and thinking back on all the time wasted. For some, this may not be the case. Your younger years may be filled with fun memories with friends, vacations, weird college stories, and that awful tale of your last blind date. You may have also used your younger years to work towards a goal that is paying off as you get older. But for some who spent their time bouncing from passion to passion, weren't allowed to do much of anything, or choose to do nothing, you may realize that you've wasted a lot of time that you can't get back. It's not just cheesy advice. Whether you are or have been a teenager, we can all admit that this stage of your life is insanely difficult to navigate. You're learning both how to be yourself and fit into society at the same time. When you're not sure of who you are, you might take on the qualities, hobbies, or styles of other people to see if they fit you like a personality trait dressing room. Athletic? Nah. Fashion lover? Nah. We try on all these different personalities and sometimes get stuck in a personality that's not quite us. I know you've heard this phrase starting a new school, job, or going on a first date, but just be yourself. Years ago, Sai had dated someone, let's call them Jay, who enjoyed watching anime. He knew so much about the shows, manga, and characters that you would think he had a degree in anime. Well, in order to get Jay's attention, Sai said they loved anime. Sai would cleverly avoid talking about it in person. Whenever Jay would text Sai an anime reference, Sai would Google it, get some context, then make a comment to make it sound like they knew what was going on. Fast forward, Jay invited Sai to a Comic-Con and wanted to cosplay. Sai had no idea who their character was, what they said, or what to do while in character. In the end, Sai ended up losing Jay's attention because Sai just seemed like a big liar. By being yourself, the people and opportunities that truly belong to you will come. Live your life. Our society focuses heavily on social media and everyone having a voice and justice. Because of that, every Karen thinks that they can demand everyone jump, and we all have to pull out the trampolines. One of the biggest realizations that anyone can have is that you will never please everyone. Family might have opinions about your job or partner. Your co-workers might judge you for how you dress or what you have for lunch. Your friends might have some thoughts about you going out all the time or never going out at all. People are always going to have something negative to say about you, your thoughts, and what you do. So, what's the main takeaway from this? You just do you. Who cares what people say about you? Snuggle with your cat every Friday night. Shave your head in a mohawk or dye it hot pink. Celebrate Halloween every day of the year. As long as you're not intentionally hurting anyone or not doing anything illegal, live life in a way that makes you happy. If you're not, you may wake up one day to realize that you've spent all your time catering to everyone else except yourself. Like we said earlier, everyone's journey and experiences will be different. So we can't say that you will for sure realize these things, but you've got some really great advice either way. Are there some realizations you've had in your old, wiser years? Drop it in the comments below for our own Psych2Go life hack cheat sheet. As always, thanks for watching, and keep an eye on Psy for more Psych2Go content.
That was the video from Psych2Go, things we realize as we get older. And looking at that video, those are, the best gifts of advice you could get. It sounds cheesy, but it's not. Just do you. Because most of the time we do try to figure ourselves out in our mid-teens and mid-adult years, our young adult years, and see what type of identity, who is our identity, what is it that we identify with, what are the things that we try to navigate through that other people can possibly relate to and generate to us. And sometimes that seems to be the problem. We try to find things that are in common with other people and really just have to tend to ourselves. And that sounds like it's like I said, it sounds cheesy, but really, at the end of the day, you're sleeping with yourself at night. That anime thing they was talking about, that kind of blew me back a bit because, you got this new world or new generation that's anime flustered, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's watching some series of something outside of Dragon Ball Z. And me right now, I'm not too much into it, but I want to, but I'm not going to try to lie my way in. Definitely not going to cosplay my way in to try to get in touch with a with a community that I don't really have no knowledge of. You ain't got a lot to kick it. That's one way to definitely put it. You ain't got a lot to kick it. Do you, be yourself, and live your life. There's a thin line between having no shame and living your life. That's one thing I can definitely tell you. There's a big difference, or a real thin line, because you don't want people to, the last thing you want is to worry about what people think about you. And that's another tough thing too. But another thing is you have to learn the confines, know your boundaries, know what you are, who you are, where you set your boundaries at, where you stop on certain levels in life. If people try to take you to a place that you don't want to go, whether it's mentally or physically, let that boundary be shown. If not, then you will mess around and find yourself into a situation where it's like, I thought I was just living my life, and I realize I'm trying to please other people and deteriorate my life while I'm at it. But that was some great advice. I'm not going to try to be a psychologist myself or a psychiatrist. Either of the two. I'm neither of the two. If you don't know the difference between the two, get yourself together. But that's all the time I got for today. Keep your brain straight. Like, comment, subscribe, share the content. Love each and every one of y'all. Have a great day.